welcome back. Today I've got another new movie review for you which came out on Monday, and it's a Blu-ray review of Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal. So I had heard quite a bit of buzz about this movie but nothing too in-depth, so I kind of wanted to, I knew what it was about but I kind of just wanted to go into it and see all kind of for myself, so I wasn't quite sure what to expect. And I watched this one last night and I really enjoyed it. So basically, first I'll just tell you a little bit about the Blu-ray itself. It is, well, the movie and the Blu-ray is 117 minutes long. This is only Region B Blu-ray. It's obviously UK. It has two special features. One is the audio commentary and one is behind the scenes, which I haven't checked out yet, so I can't really comment on those. And the language is only in English and the subtitles are only in English. So unfortunately, there are no subtitles on this one if you are looking for subtitles. I know there's a lot of people asking questions about that often. So yeah, it's just a little bit about the Blu-ray itself. And as for like the picture quality, I thought it looked really great. Now kind of onto the movie. So obviously this is mainly starring Jake Gyllenhaal, who absolutely blew me away in this movie, honestly. His character was so different than I expected him to be, so different. That was something that surprised me the most about the movie. The fact that his character, basically it's about a man who films for the news. He doesn't start off that way. He's kind of looking for a job and he observes somebody doing this, and then he decides to pick up a camera of his own and start kind of like his own little company doing this filming. He's got, you know, hearing the police things, gets to the crime scene and films a crime scene. So say like there's been a crash, he'll get there, he'll film it and then, you know, sell it off to the news. And this raised quite a few different thoughts to me. One, I never really thought about the fact that people have to go and film those things. You know, we see the news and we see these things, different things on the news, and I never really thought about the people who film for the news. I don't know why, I just always thought, oh, the news, I don't know what I thought, I don't have a clue. And this movie really made me think about that, and it was very interesting. And his character was dark and kind of strange in a very different way, and that's what I really liked about this movie. He was always so calm. Always, and, well, mostly, he was very calm, and that was kind of creepy in itself. So, you know, like I say, he's doing this job, and obviously, you know, it takes a bit, you know, you see some disturbing things whilst doing the job. And it's just his character's so interesting. He hires a guy to work with him, and, you know, he's doing this thing for the news. That's kind of all I'm going to tell you about the story, because obviously, I don't want to give it away, but that's the plot line of the movie. That's what he is. But more than anything, his character is so interesting, and I feel like the movie it's a slow burner movie. It definitely is. You know, it starts off, you're kind of finding out, you know, what's going on, and it's kind of very slow paced, and then something happens, which obviously I can't tell you because it would ruin the movie. Something happens, and at that point I was like, oh gosh, and it just kind of got kind of insane, but it still kept I felt like the movie was really representative of the character. It was really calm when it wasn't calm. Like, there was crazy things going on, but you didn't, even though I kind of felt like on the edge of my seat, it wasn't like, it was still very slow in the way that it was done, and I loved that about it. That's something that I loved about this movie, and I'm really glad that it did that, and it didn't just kind of take a turn and go all crazy, it was so interesting, but it felt like as well, because, you know, he's filming for these things, you were seeing it through the way that he was, because like I say, his character he's very a calm character, and that makes him really interesting, because I feel like he's different than many of the characters that I've seen, and he did a fantastic job. Jake Gyllenhaal, he was amazing in this movie. I definitely recommend checking it out, just for his performance alone. It was fantastic. But yeah, it was definitely a very interesting movie, and different movie than, you know, many other movies I've seen. I really liked the subject matter, because it was, like I say, it made me think about something that I'd never thought about before. The fact that people, you know, have to film these certain type of things. And also, this might sound weird, he as a character was also kind of a little bit, in a weird way, not too much, like almost a little bit of an inspiring character, because I really liked the way, like, the way he kind of thought about his work and his work ethic and stuff. It was kind of really interesting. He was very passionate about certain things, and maybe a little bit too much, but still, it was very interesting to see that, and I really kind of liked that, and I found it really interesting. His character was I just thought his character was fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, I overall really enjoyed this movie. I gave it 4.5 stars. However, I don't think I'll watch it again really soon. I know I'll probably watch it again at some point, but it's not something that I'm going to be, like, you know, watching over and over and over again. But I definitely recommend you check it out, and if you watch I feel like some people who maybe prefer faster paced movies might give up on this movie after like the first little bit, but I definitely recommend that if you maybe aren't enjoying it so much at the beginning, just stick it out. It is really fantastic and the story is just so awesome, and like I say, something happens that really just, I was like, oh, and you just gotta know and wait for that, but you can't be told what it is because it'll ruin the movie. It's a really big point in the movie, and I wish I could kind of talk more in depth about that, but obviously I can't because it would be a spoiler. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed this. Gave it 4.5 stars. I hope that my review for that makes sense. I feel like my thoughts are kind of a bit everywhere, but I watched it last night and I was just like, wow, what am I gonna say about this movie? Because it's just so, I don't know, my thoughts on it a little bit. I don't know how to put them quite into words, but yes, that is my thoughts on Nightcrawler. I really enjoyed it. It's a fantastic slow burner movie with a fantastic lead character, and I really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend you check it out. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I presume quite a few of you have seen it when I did my Monday movie hunt. Lots of people were saying they really enjoyed it, so definitely love to know your thoughts. Until then guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!